As a carpet cleaner, you've not got one business, you've got three. Firstly, a marketing business with the purpose of lining up new business. Secondly, a service delivery business to deliver world-class service. And thirdly, a client retention business to keep the clients you've already got. See, once you start to put systems into your business, how do you know if they are effective? Well, the answer is to monitor exactly what's happening and see if it's working. So in this video, I'm going to look at tracking your advertising and marketing so you know if you're wasting your money or not. Now, there's a saying that everything measured improves. I've often asked carpet cleaners about their response to advertising, such as Yellow Pages, for example. And they respond by telling me, well, yeah, that works really well for me. We get a lot of work from it. And then I say, well, exactly how much work do you get? And in most cases, they don't know because they don't track where their inquiries come from. So at best, they have a gut feeling that their advertising is working, but often it's not. I've often thought that a particular marketing campaign has worked well myself, but when I look at the numbers, that is the number of inquiries or jobs it's produced, it's actually been quite the opposite. Now I track everything that's useful. The number of inquiries from a given advert, the cost of acquiring a client, how much it costs to get the job from each advert, and so on. And it's given me quite an insight into what's really going on in my business. And this way, I am never an advertising victim. See, whenever a rep phones me with a special offer in his paper or whatever, I'm able to look at the numbers and forecast whether or not the rep is telling the truth, especially when he tells me that other businesses are getting so many inquiries for work from advertising with them. See, a few years ago, a local directory rep told me casually that one of my competitors was getting a ridiculously high number of inquiries from advertising in his directory. Well, because I knew exactly how many inquiries I had the year before, I wasn't swayed by that nonsense. It was clearly untrue because the numbers did not add up. My competitor should either have retired by now or he should have a fleet of vans on the road just to cope with demand from that one source. Neither was true. Hence, I saved myself several hundreds of pounds by not being an advertising victim. So what numbers should you track then? Well, one thing is return on investment, ROI. Your goal when you advertise should be to get a new client for free or better. Didn't you realise that new clients cost money? In fact, getting a new client is one of the most expensive things you will ever do in your business. For example, if you run an advert in the local paper and it costs you £400, you get 10 jobs, well, each client's cost you £40 to get. For directories, that number can be much higher. I know a few years ago it was costing me £54 to get a new client from Yellow Pages. Most carpet cleaners don't even think about that. But now armed with that information, I knew a number of things. Firstly, if I was charging less than £54 plus expenses, I was slowly going broke unless I could get more money on the back end, that is repeat work or referrals. And secondly, I was able to answer the question, could I get the same clients cheaper from different media or methods? For instance, could I pay a salesman £40, say, for each new client? It would have been cheaper than what I was currently doing. That's just one example of how knowing your numbers is critical if you don't want to waste money on advertising and if you want to improve its effectiveness.